Okay, tonight we are working on the Honda HT3813 again, and real quick I wanted to show you how to replace the Pto clutch. I already have it removed from the mower, but we will show the reinstallation. So let me show you real quick. This is the clutch that runs the blade drive, but it is very similar to the clutch that runs the motion drive. First you need to remove the bolts that secure the brake plate. Remove the 3 nuts. This is I would call this, I think, a pressure plate. It's very similar to an automotive clutch. And here's the clutch itself. There's a brand new one right here. Let's see if we can show you the difference in thickness. Maybe. It's probably very hard to tell in the camera, but this one right here is definitely about shot, and it's much thinner than the new one right here, as you can see. So I've already sanded the surface best I can. It's sat out for a long time, so it's pretty rusty. I'm going to install that. And it's very important. You cannot install it this way because it actually sits higher than this plate right here. So you can fill that pretty quickly. It needs to go this way. Definitely tell a big difference already. There's a lot less thread to start these nuts on. I'm going to work these down gently. What this is going to do, there's a spring down inside here. You can see the little fingers, just like a car clutch. And this, by tightening this outer part, let's see where I've already lubed that right there, it's going to pull in. You can see that spring in there. It's going to pull all this in. Just like that, see? Alright, let's go ahead and tighten this up. So, tighten it up a little bit at a time. And like a car clutch, you do have to center it. It just slips. Something will fit in there. Yeah, should be good enough. Shove a socket down in here. Keep it all lined up. That should be good enough anyway. This is the strangest lawnmower clutch I've ever seen in my life. Pretty sure any of you that are familiar or even not familiar with lawnmowers will say it. Pretty strange how Honda ever saw this and said, yeah, we can make money off this. I'll never understand. So tighten these all the way up. Good so far. Now we're going to reinstall the brake plate. The reason I call this the brake plate, you'll see in a minute, there's a brake that goes up against it to stop it from moving. In fact, let me get the old one. Okay, so this is the brake plate. This pushes up against that as so, and stops that clutch from spinning when you disengage the blades. However, if you look and see, there's supposed to be a brake pad material glued to this or bonded to this metal right here. This is not a brake pad, this is metal. And you can see where it even started rubbing right there, and that is because it lost its thickness. We'll show you that here in just a second. But let's go ahead and put our bolts back in here. So if you've managed to take this apart and don't know how it goes back together, hopefully this video will help you, because this is not your standard PTO clutch. Although it has lasted for 30-something years, so there's something to be said about that. Try to keep them all facing the same direction that they were when I took it apart. Okay. Speed this process up a little bit. Because unlike the clutch part, this just gets tightened down. Like so. Here we have one Honda PTO clutch. Now we have to reinstall this on the mower. What I'm going to try to do here, see if we can get you in action. Okay. I think you might be able to see right there. Because I'm lazy and I don't want to take the time to drain the antifreeze out of this, I'm just going to bungee cord this up out of the way. Something hooked in. There we go. That'll stay. Can you still see? Maybe? No. Okay. You can see the new brake that's installed on there. That has much thicker brake pad material on it. It's the old one. I do believe what happened was I let this mower sit and something in here froze up. And when I fired it up, it burnt these brake pads off. So. Keyway. Oh. There you are. There it is. Okay. Keyway number one. Set the belt on it for now and keep it out of the way. Install the cooling fan. I need to get this on. Go on. Go all the way back. There. That's closer. That's better. I'm dropping my key in the process. Second key. Now. And now we can reinstall pulley bolt. Moment of truth. Once we tighten this down, hopefully this thing should work. The moral of the story is do not try to change one of these without changing the other. Buy both. There are no shortcuts on this one. There we go. Okay. That's a good sign. Alright, so we are freewheeling with the blades disengaged, which means that this part cannot spin. We'll engage the blades. Look at that. Of course, without the belt connected, you really probably can't see that in the camera, but that's beautiful. That is how this thing should act. Oh yeah. Okay. See here real quick, guys. Bear with me for a minute. See if I can get that belt back on, and we'll just fire this sucker up real quick and see what she does. Okay, belt. Aha! Is that right? Yeah? Okay, dokie. Or guard back in place. There you go. Let's see. Set. Choke. Alright, well, clutch works good. We have some other problems to sort out. Mainly the belt jumps off. But everything else aside, I do believe that's what we want. Alright. Well, thank you guys very much for watching this. Hopefully this wasn't too long. I've temporarily run out of my free license on my video editing software. If anyone has any suggestions on good video editing software that would be free or cheap, I really just need to be able to cut and splice video together and maybe overlay some music and some pictures or whatever. I don't know. I'm still learning at all this. Anyway, take you off the tripod real quick and just show you. I do have this back together. I apologize for not showing more of the timing belt, but the footage got messed up and that's the end of it. So we do have the starter installed. If you buy one of these, make sure you move this solenoid before you install the starter, which means drilling and tapping these two holes that hold the solenoid. As you see there, I did a very crooked job, but damn it, it works. And that was a pain in the butt because I had already put it in and put it back together, and I was not about to take it all back apart. Timing belt was great, easy to change. There's no tensioner. All you do is slip the new belt on, and I think I did get some footage of that, so I will try to get that uploaded. But the timing marks are pretty self-explanatory. If you do one of these and the marks aren't lining up, you've probably jumped time. It seemed like my belt had stretched quite a bit, and The new belt was much tighter, so I think it just jumped time and didn't care much because it's a lawnmower. So here she is in all her glory. She's looking like a riding lawnmower again. And as soon as I figure out what my brother-in-law did to cause that to happen, you see that on the camera? Yeah, little wobble wobble. He hit something. David, dang it. You hit something, didn't you? You said you didn't, but I don't know. And next week, we're going to be doing some more videos on this. Much cooler Honda to be working on. So stay tuned. Thank you guys very much for watching Hamilton Mechanical in Josh's Messy Shop. And y'all have a great weekend. Thanks.